what's happening, everybody. In this lesson, we're going to go over pattern 4, exercise 2. This exercise is a long one, and it's more like a challenge to see if you can get all the way through it without going out of time. I struggle. I have my bad spots on this exercise, but I like to practice it just because there's something about doing patterns with triplets, or just doing triplets, I guess, in general, and staying in time when the accent's not on just the first note of the 3 notes per string. When you have the accent on like the second note or something, it just throws you off. I don't know what it is. I've heard it from other guitar players too that triplets is something weird about them. So this exercise makes you practice them and makes you have to put your accents all over the place. So it's cool. All right, let's go over it. So we're going to do this in the good old classic G major scale. Okay, but obviously every scale that you know, try applying it to that one, or even multiple scales at the same time. That's when you're getting good. So we're going to end up doing this starting on the first note of the scale, starting on the second note of the scale, and starting on the third note of the scale, and then we're going to mirror it going back, starting it on would that be the 18th note of the scale, or whatever, the highest note of the scale, the second highest, and the third highest. Okay, so here is what it sounds like. Okay, so that's the first part of it. So what we're doing here is going up the scale in 3 notes at a time. We're going to do that 7 times. So it's like you're starting our 3-note pattern on the first note of the scale, then on the second note of the scale, on the third note of the scale, on the fourth note of the scale, on the fifth note, on the sixth note, then on the 7th note is the last one, and then we just rest on the octave note. Get a little bit of a rest. You think that this makes this pattern easier, but it doesn't. Okay, so the second half of our 3 note per string scale, we're just gonna continue after that quarter note rest, and we're doing the same thing again. Just the fingers look different, but all the tones are the same. So first note of the scale, second note, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7th, and then we'll go back and rest on that second octave. Okay, so then coming down, this is how we're going to work our way up to using starting it on the second note and the third note. So we're not going to come back down starting on this note that we ended on. We're going to go 1 note higher. So we're technically on the second note of the scale. We're going to go down. So we go down that one, starting on the second, starting on the first, starting on the 7th, and 6th. And then resting on that second note again. Okay, so that going down was. And then we'll do the exact same thing again. That ends us on the second note. Okay, so one way that you can think about doing this pattern is try counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops. 7. Stop. Yikes. Okay, and then you can try doing the same thing all the way back down, if that helps. Okay, so we just made our way back down. We're to the second part of this. There's way more to go. So now we're going to do the same thing, but starting on the second note. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rest. And then starting on that note, 1, 2, 7, and take a break. Okay, so we ended on that second note, or that would be the 5th fret of our high E string. Now we're going to start it, go back down, starting on the 3rd note of the scale, or 2 octaves higher of the 3rd note of the scale, which is our 7th note, our 7th fret of the high E string. And we're going to go down in 3s 7 times, and then take a rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rest. And then do that again, starting on the same note we rested on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rest. Alright, so now we're going to start this on the 3rd note and go up that scale 7 times. Alright, and then this is the last time we're going to climb on the high E string. So starting on the very last note we've got of our scale. Sorry. Okay, so the good news is you're done memorizing this pattern, because now we're just going to do everything we just did backwards. So we were climbing on the high E string. This time we're gonna descend on the low E string. So we did a we're ending on the 4th note. This time we're gonna start on the 3rd note again. So we just did this climbing. This is kind of how we make our way back down. So let's do our ascending version of this pattern, starting on the 3rd note again. So this time we're going to start going back down on the same note we ended on the high E string. And then we'll start. We'll go back down to the 2nd note of the scale and start going back up. And then this is the last one, starting on that same note we ended on. And that takes you right back to the beginning. So for me, doing this, if I can just do it once and stay in time, I'm pretty happy. For me, it's not the first one. I'm pretty good at that one. It's this second one right there. That's my weakness right there. Just kind of going back and forth between my middle finger and my pinky. I don't know if it's my fingers lock up or what it is, but my pinky does not want to stay in time on that. So that's one of the good things of practicing this, is once you finally figure it out in your, like, how you make the connection in your brain to tell your fingers to not do the bad things that they do, that's where you grow and you get better. So yeah, that is the whole pattern. Here is everything non-stop. I'm gonna do it slow, because if I do it fast, I know I'll screw up. Okay, here we go. Okay, and there is your exercise number 2 for pattern 4. Thanks for watching this video and practicing along with me, and I hope you get some good stuff out of this, and your fingers start doing what you tell them to do. That's the ultimate goal. All right, so until the next video and the next lesson, keep on jamming. All right, see you later.